at a Hastings Hawks baseball game. He was there watching his friends play baseball, and I was tagging along with some of my friends.
She still laughs at me. I don't believe her. She said I was hitting on one of her friends. It's a lie. We got midway through the game and it started to pour. I moved up into the stands where they were, hid under their blanket and sat there and talked to them for a while.
And then after the baseball game, we went to his friend's house, and there we got to talking a little bit more. But when we first met, it was a little bit tricky because I was going into my senior year of college at St. Mary's University in Winona. And so it was hard in the fact that he was from Hastings and I was in Winona at the time, which we were about an hour and a half away from each other. So it was hard to keep in contact and start a relationship in that aspect.
Came a lot of texting and phone calls and small communication, but the occasional trip down to Winona to see each other.
Following college, I moved back to Red Wing, and so we were a little bit closer in distance, and that's really where our relationship, I think, started to take off, because we were closer to each other and we were able to have more probably normal relationship in that we could see each other more often.
Still a half hour apart, but made the best of it to see each other when we could. Most of the weekends, days she had off from school or I had off from work, we'd try to see each other at night for a couple hours even. Made for a few tired mornings, but
I really got to know Adam a lot better as a person, and I really fell in love with him and could see that he was such a great person, and he accepted me for me, and I could be myself around him, and we shared lots of laughs, and he got me to like to camp, which anybody when I was 10 years old would never believe, because I lived in princess dresses and hated anything outdoors. So
went through her princess stage and thought she would never go camping, sit with the bugs, camp on the ground. Then once we got her to open up and start doing that, and I could see that she really started to enjoy it and wanted to do it more than I did.
There's no one moment in time that really stood out to me as this is the person I'm going to marry, but it just kind of happened where he kind of crept into my heart, and I couldn't see living without him, and couldn't see going a day without talking to him and laughing with him, and I really saw him for someone that I could spend the rest of my life with.
All of our vacations, family trips, activities that we do together, I really saw that through all that, even with her job, and how much she just is driven for success and her family, and with my family, I really fell in love with Kelly. Didn't really just all come on at once. It just, one day, I just knew I didn't ever want to lose her. I wanted to spend the rest of my life with her. One day after work, drove to Woodbury to go to Shane Company just to look for a ring. Just to look. 4.5 hours I walked out with my nothing but a receipt. I hauled that ring around for, it was probably close to a month that I had it. Took it several different times, just didn't really have a plan on a proposal. I just going with it, waiting for a time to come right. Forced her to go golfing. And my plan was on the 7th hole, I was going to, on the par 3, ask her, take a bet.
It was this really short par 3, and he asked if I wanted to make it interesting, and if I wanted to make a bet that if he won the hole, he could ask me anything to do anything, and if I won, I could ask him to do anything. So I said sure, and we played the hole.
Needless to say, she beat me. So I wasn't going to do it there with a loss. I said double or nothing on the next hole. She beat me again. Then the final hole, I'm like, triple or nothing. Here we go. This time I actually found a fairway. I was putting to tie, and it started to downpour. So my entire plan of proposing on the golf course backfired as we ran for the car. thought we'd buy some time by going to King's to eat dinner, maybe think of another plan.
And he asked me if I wanted to go for a walk, and I said sure. And so we got out, and we were walking along the path by the Mississippi, and we sat on this park bench.
And I asked her what she was going to use her wishes on, and she said, I don't know, I'm going to save them for something good. And I said, well, that's lame, because I would have used them already. And she said, what are you going to possibly use these on? And I pulled out the bulgy ring box that was in my pocket. That's why I couldn't hit a golf ball. Got down on one knee.
And he said, I would wish that you would be my wife.
She said, shut up.
First thing I said was shut up, which is super romantic. Then I started crying.
She started crying as I still sat there on one knee waiting for an answer. And then finally she said yes.
But I just remember sitting there and I was just stunned. And then we looked at each other and I said, what do we do now? Because neither of us had any clue.
I realized that I proposed to her on her sister's birthday and figured she'd be angry. She screamed and said that was the best birthday present, so I'll take that. I'm gonna hold her to it.
Some of the things that I love most about Adam are definitely how I am myself around him and how much we get along. And I know that's obviously you should get along if you're marrying somebody, but it's even that we don't really fight, and if we do, it's about little things and it's always done.
How she's always there for me, and, no matter what. Whenever I've needed her, she's been there to help me out.
I love that he is someone who can make me laugh. He is always in a good mood, and he knows when I'm in a bad mood and always tries to help out, because I sometimes am in bad moods when I leave school.
I love how she cares so much about her career, takes it very serious. I love how well she cooks. Everyone knows we all love her baking.
Is someone who is so passionate about where they want to go in life and what they want to accomplish, and how passionate he is about his family and his friends.
How someone so focused and has a plan that can just have a relaxing day even, where we don't have to do anything but sit and watch a movie.
I also love that he is standing right behind the camera. I love that he's stubborn, because I need someone that's stubborn, because I'm super stubborn and I need someone to call me on it sometimes, even though I hate to admit it.
Love how hot she is. You like that?
And I love that he's super organized and loves to make plans.
I love how she has plans for every single thing we do.
No comment.
Two.
Indecisive, but we'll go with 2.
Two. Kelly.
Kelly. And you sometimes. Absolutely. 100%.
Yeah.
Happy wife, happy life. I know what you're thinking. Probably me. Adam. I'm not coming off well here.
done with the fight. Definitely me.
No. Got a messy tube. But you.
Definitely me.
100%. Not in terms of spending money. I think we both do our fair share, but I'm the one who writes the bills and makes sure everything's organized. Me.
Yeah, definitely me.
Zero accidents.
I have an accident.
You took off my bumper with the moving truck.
Shouldn't have parked there.
You shouldn't have hit me.
Shouldn't park so close. My love.
Oh wow, that's deep.
I just wanted to get it before you do.
I'm gonna say commitment and communication.
Perfect amount of crazy.
Two.